Growing up, beans was a major part of our meal. I mean, my mom made sure that we all ate beans. Like they always say, beans make you grow taller. But in my own case, it seems like the beans didn't work after all, yeah? Yet I still grew up not having beans as one of my favorite meals at all because I don't like beans. With how much my mom inculcated the beans in us, one would think that beans is going to be one of our favorites. Even amongst my siblings, we prefer a lot of rice more than beans. But then, come to think of it, we always have this mindset that beans contains a lot of protein or beans is a protein-based nutrient, but the reverse is the case. Here is the shocker. Research has made it known that beans actually contains a lot more of carbohydrates than protein. Like it's even safe to say that beans is a carbohydrate meal. When I realized this, when I heard about it, I was in shock because anytime you see people cooking beans, it probably means that they must have eaten a lot of starchy food, carbohydrate food, ranging from rice, eba, yam, and the rest of them. You've been eating bread, and then when you want to now cook beans, you be like, hey, let's eat something different, which is protein. My brother, my sister, it's not the way it is. So beans is actually back to back carbohydrate meal. Yeah, I'm as shocked as you actually, because I will always think that maybe after eating all of this food, you go round and round eating a particular food, you just start afresh. I mean, when it comes to beans, you be like you're eating something different, but that is not the case. But then again, I feel like, okay, if then you want to eat beans, how about you pair it with something a lot different too, like plantain. And if it must be plantain, then we should make it unripe plantain, where you know that you're getting your iron from, which is that one is already certain. But we still go ahead and pair it with rice. Sometimes we still pair it with yam. Sometimes we still pair it with potato. All these things are still carbohydrates. Like we just revolve around a particular kind of meal back to back. Naija no get food though. I think it's the only time you get to eat proper protein is when you're eating maybe fish, meat, chicken, and maybe any other meat of your choice. As much as I don't like eating beans, but it was one of the meals that I learned how to cook in my father's house. And so even if I don't eat it, I will have to cook it for others. And now I married a man who also likes beans, but in diverse means. I'm already used to knowing that beans is a protein-based meal, and I don't think that is changing anytime soon. And hence, I'm also making sure that Becky eats beans. Not because it contains protein or carbohydrate, but for her to also know that beans is part of the meals that Nigerians eat a lot, is part of their daily meal. And she's doing well. Like, I'm proud of her. There is no food now that you bring to her that she won't eat. Unlike before that, she doesn't eat a whole lot of food. I had to struggle to figure out what to give to her to eat. And these days now, she's even the one that makes demands. Like, you hear her say things like, I want porridge, I want broccoli. I say broccoli, and she eats it very well. And I'm glad. Yeah, yes, it's growth, right? I mean, the more she's growing, the more her appetite for foods begins to unlock more. She eats all the food, and that is what I want for my child, for her to be able to know that we Nigerians, we Africans, we eat food. No be like Oyibo wey no dey chop, wey be say if you pass them for road, you go be like say breeze won't carry them waka. So here our food is ready to be served. We cooked beans and Irish potatoes. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.